So many shows, so many shows.com. So many mashups. This is Mike. This is Pete. This is Paradise. What season episode, Mike?
Season 2, episodes 4 and 5. But I think we discussed it. I don't know if you're going to mention it here. I'll figure I'll jump in. We're going to go to weekly episodes after this podcast because so many things happen in an episode where it's like, holy crap, we got to talk about it. But when you're waiting for that, it's like today. So it's like the fourth episode. A bunch of stuff happened in the fourth episode. It's like, oh, I can't wait to mash this up. And then you get to the fifth one. It's like, holy crap, I can't wait to mash this up. So yes.
Yeah, it's been like 18 days between the mashups, and then there's just so much to cover that we don't want to go over a certain amount of time by covering everything, but we have to start breaking down stuff because clues and theories and a lot going on. Link Calvin, the mailman, where's Teri? Time travel. So, on
Yes.
that note, we'll get started. There's a train. We don't know who's on the train. We just believe that it's the same train that Link referred to.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Yes, the train that got, now here's the whole time travel theory or whatever you want to call it so the theory is that what we're doing is we're going through two different timelines at once or something like that, and the train being delayed that Link is talking about is going to be Xavier delaying the train trying to go get Teri.
Oh, okay.
So that's the theory what I'm thinking here in my head. But then somehow Link's at the bunker. Now here's my bold prediction. Link is currently, as we know from the storyline, at the bunker right now.
Yes.
And we don't know who's going to open that bunker door, if anybody's going to open that bunker door.
Yep.
Now, as far as we're concerned, during our timeline, Link is at the bunker and Xavier is in Atlanta and he's looking for Teri.
Yep.
Okay? So my theory is here somehow, and we're going to get into it a little bit, Xavier's going to open that door with Link's baby.
Oh, okay.
So the theory is that while Link is going to the door, Xavier already went to Atlanta, found Teri, because remember, Link says the train was delayed. And
Yep.
then they ended up they're in Colorado right now. So the train was undelayed.
Well,
So
did
I'm
Link
thinking
get there from the train or did Link get there?
Link wasn't going there with the train. The train was meeting him there.
Yeah.
And he said
Yeah.
because the train was
Okay.
delayed, he was waiting for the train. So if you think about it, if he's already there and the train was delayed during, the same episode, so I believe that maybe that thing already happened. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yep.
timeline where Xavier's back. This is my bold prediction for that. But
It's like a time loop.
yes, and that was like the big thing. The baby Calvin was the name of the baby that Sinatra was talking to when she said, "Can I tell you a secret?
Yep.
When they're going to see the stars?" So is her secret experiment, to get these people to be able to go and breathe in this environment? And was Link Calvin, but released into the wild and into the air and ended up, there's a whole bunch. And then how did Link end up being the scientist's assistant,
Yes.
the one who killed his wife Alex when told Billy with the tissue?
Yep.
So there's a whole time traveling aspect there, and how did he know to give him the tissue, and what's the bloody nose reflect, and then so it's just all kinds of craziness. And
Yeah.
before we get to the next part, which is the mailman, round this out, the right way.
Yep.
The storm that her name was Annie, I believe, that had the kid. The storm that she went out and saw on the roof that night. And she said it
Yeah.
felt like the thing was coming alive. I still believe that was Alex, and that is a storm system. So, because the guy said that the earth is going to rot, burn, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Alex, I believe, is some sort of storm system that is supposed to speed that up. So it doesn't take 200 years for the earth to fix itself. It can fix itself in 5 years with the storm. And that's what's creating these tornadoes and superstorms, but the bunker protects them from it.
Yep.
I believe it's also could be the storm, either the same storm or one of the storms, because they could be all over the place, while the earth resets itself based
Yes.
on whatever experiments they're doing that caused Xavier to have the crash
Oh, okay. Yeah. Brought
on the
down
plane.
by
Because remember
hail.
his own engine started seizing when he went through the storm.
Yep. Because his plane was getting hit by hail.
Yes. So I believe that has something to do with them trying to expedite whatever Alex is and whatever Sinatra's working on, which we don't know yet. But that's my theory with that storm could possibly be something to do with Alex. That storm that's outside that ant. Because why would they show you her watching that storm? For whatever reason. Why? Why show that storm? There's no point
Yes.
unless you're just trying to be cinematic. So I
Yep.
don't know. We'll get there. The mailman. What's his name? Gary.
Gary. Yep.
And the other guy's name is Enos.
Yep. Enos.
So
Enos, something like that. Yep.
Enos, yeah. Enos, it sounds so weird just saying it, but
I know.
whatever. We all know what it sounds like.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the question, I guess, was Enos really an Enos? Or was he just a normal guy that just cared about like his, he seemed like he was a grump at one point.
Yep. I had to put that in my notes too. Was Enos's character as described as Gary was telling Xavier that he was so grumpy, or did he just make it look like it was so grumpy
See, now I
throughout the
think
whole
that
thing?
he was a grump for the good of the community, for the safetyness, and he thought he had to be the leader and the tough guy boss or whatever it might be. However, like I said, I think that that's why Gary could sell the idea that, this guy did this and this guy did that and this guy's such a
Yep.
horrible person. So that, that worked out. But we find at the end that Gary actually killed Enos. Bean saw it. There's a rumor going out on the theory that Bean is actually Billy.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't hear that one, so
Well,
that's interesting.
yeah, the theory actually, I'll just get into it right here because I'm sure people are like, what do you mean? What theory? I want to know. Is that there's multiple links and
Okay.
there's multiple Billies.
Multiple Xaviers too, or just those
It would
other?
probably be multiple Xaviers, yes. So the
Okay.
Xavier that we see in Atlanta, that's one version of him, while the other Xaviers never left the bunker.
Oh, okay.
And then
Interesting.
that the big reveal in the season finale is going to be that Xavier opens the door without Link's baby because that's a different Xavier that doesn't it's a different timeline. But they're all in the
Yep.
same, they all got merged to the same. It's just because how could Billy be at so many different places at once? And it just like I said, people going crazy because the writer of the show, because of This Is Us and a couple other projects that he's talked about or worked on, he's known for like manipulating timelines and confusing the viewer
Yep.
and having like shocking reverse finales of things you never saw coming, Kansas City shuffles, we call them,
Yep. Big
So you're
reveal.
thinking time travel this, time travel that, and then the fucking bunker moves. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? The bunker gets up and flies away like a spaceship, like it becomes
Exactly.
Atlas 31 or whatever the thing is in our solar system. So the question is, where's Teri? So the one theory is that Gary has Teri somewhere hidden,
Oh, okay.
that he kidnapped Teri, and that he's trying to get Xavier killed by these armed men to go to Teri and say Xavier got killed from these armed men. Now you can be with me because you don't love your family no more. I could help you. Another theory is that Teri Bean, because Bean saw Gary shoot Enos, Bean ran to Teri, found Teri, told him what happened, and Teri and Bean went to the train and they're on the train.
Yep.
But they're friends on the train because they all want to go to Colorado. Xavier's going to come and blow some shit up. He said
Yeah.
he's making a bomb, and that's going to cause him to get kicked off the train.
Yep.
And that Terry's going to go back, show up while Link is outside the bunker, find the bunker because Terry's going that way anyway, looking for her kids.
Yep.
And then she say, my kids are in there. Your kid is over with my husband. Go get him. And then Link's going to leave the bunker, go that way, and Terry will go. And then season 3 will start with Terry in the bunker with the kids and Xavier in Atlanta and them trying to
Oh.
connect
Oh, okay.
while Link is looking for his kid.
Yeah. Interesting.
So there's everything I listened to see, and that's what we were talking about how we have to go weekly because for like the last 2 weeks I've been sitting there just after every episode I listen to all these theory podcasts on YouTube and put my own shit together. And the last theory, which is the dark one, is that Gary just went all crazy psycho zombie apocalypse and killed Terry Bean and Enos, and they're all dead, and now he
Oh,
wants Xavier dead so he can just live because there's a good point in the floor. So we know that Xavier doesn't trust Gary at all because he leaves
yep.
the kids with the girls instant and told Gary. I thought it was one of the best lines in the show ever, actually, when he said, Gary, blah, blah, blah. There's something you're not telling me.
Yes.
And it's you best come clean sooner than later.
Yep.
That line alone just fucking, I was like, yeah, you know what? Xavier just became a very likable character in my book because he called him out on his shit and told him, like, yo, I'm trained for this shit, bitch. I know you fucking around. Because Gary has no clue
Exactly.
what the fuck he's doing.
See, that's what the ending kind of left me a little bit like shocked because I'm like, did Gary just confess to Xavier that Gary killed Enos? Or did we just see what Gary's not telling Xavier? So it's like, holy crap, so I'm trying to figure out what'll happen in the next episode, but then the next episode will probably jump to the bunker and Link trying to
Yes, we're
get
gonna
in.
go away from this storyline.
Yep.
So one of the things someone said was that Xavier's not really making a bomb, that he was giving Gary false information
Oh, okay. I
to
could see that
see
too.
to
Yeah.
see what happens with that information. So not necessarily like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then Gary goes to do it, and then Xavier goes the other way and does his own
Yep.
thing and gets him out.
That's a note I put down was the that I don't see Xavier helping Gary out. Instead, Xavier should lead Gary into a trap of his own making, type of thing. So
Yeah, like I said, I don't really know, where that's leading to. Where do you think Terry is?
I'm hoping she's on the train and not being held
Where
captive.
do you think Terry is? Now, where
The
do you
train,
hope she is? You think
the
she's on the
train.
train?
I think she's on the train. I like that fact that Bean, went and told
Saw
Terry
that, yes.
and Terry got him the hell out of there so that they could try to get to Colorado into safety, away from
I'm going
Gary.
to say that Gary has them hostage. somewhere.
Okay.
Because that's going to be his, oh, don't try nothing stupid because I have Teri, and if you don't tell me, you'll never get her back, or something like that.
Yep. I could see that happening too, but I really hope she made it to the train with Bean. But I love seeing the relationships develop between the people in the shelter throughout those few years there. They're giving out Christmas presents because there's so many gifts laying around or items laying around the post office there that they could give each other gifts. So it was kind of fun to see the relationships kind of build up there.
Now you ready for what I think is what should happen? You want to make cinematic television? You want us on a fucking cliffhanger? You want us fucking going nuts? Here's how you do it. Xavier gets to the train, gets in the train, sees Teri and Bean there. The train is leaving right away to meet Link. Xavier doesn't have Link's baby with him because he left the baby with the people at the swap meet.
Yep.
So now either he has to go back to get that kid and there's no time. The train is leaving. So either he has to go back, get that kid, and then make his own way, like I said, or does he get on that train, leave the kid behind, get to the bunker, and there's Link. Where's my kid?
Yeah.
End of season 2.
There you go. I like that little cliffhanger ending. So then Link
Because
and
what do you do if you're Xavier and your wife is on that train going
yeah,
back to her kids no matter what? So he's gonna meet Teri, talk to Teri. They're gonna be welcome. Hey, with the train's leaving now, Xavier, you coming or not? He's gonna get off that train. Teri's gonna go with Bean to fucking Colorado,
yeah,
and he's gonna be sitting here looking for that Link's baby, and have to travel all the way back with that baby
yeah.
because that train ain't waiting. Or is the delay on the train because Xavier went back to get that baby? Back to the
Oh,
timelines
yep.
being different.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
I
So
like
maybe that bunker door opens up. It's one of Xavier's kids. Link takes the kid hostage. Xavier shows up. That's my kid.
it.
Well, I'm gonna kill your kid if you don't let me in the bunker, or if they don't open the bunker for me. Well, I'm gonna kill your fucking kid if you don't let me in the bunker, motherfucker. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? Like some
If
crazy.
unless Xavier's kids or Xavier and Terry's kids are being held hostage by Sinatra, we don't know that either because
Yes.
their protector was being arrested for the death of the president. So yeah,
And let's not forget before we go, because I know we're running out of time here. The president's kid was taken to that secret prison thing, and he told the
underground.
guy, "You're
Yep,
ready to blow the lid off this place," because the guy is the creator of the bunker.
yep,
So we have so many balls in place, people. This is why we're going to
yes,
one episode format. This way, next week we could bring you a broken down episode 6 properly.
definitely.
Anything else?
No, that was it for my notes. Like I said, I mean these are
The
two
other
great
theory
episodes.
is that Link is actually Sinatra's kid Dylan from a different timeline that they were able
Oh,
to merge the timelines and take or go. You can go anywhere with it. Parallel universes,
yes,
merging portals. You want to get this kid. You made a kid. They could have it could be clones. They could have
yep,
cloned the kid that was Dylan, but they don't want to name him Dylan because remember, Link's card doesn't have a name, so we don't know
yes,
his name yet. So we don't know if Link is Calvin or not. We don't know if Link is Dylan, and we don't know if Link is just some asshole named John that we never met before. Like
exactly.
and then they said that there's multiple Billies possibly, and I don't know. It's theory galore. I love the show. It's become my new favorite show since Lost with all this crazy shit going on, all these time travel and weird theories, and whatever happened, and time is on a straight line, and there's no loops, and what a great show. What a time to be alive. Um,
Exactly.
I enjoyed thoroughly. That's it. So many shows, so many shows.com, so many mashups. This is Mike. This is Pete. That was Paradise episodes 4 and 5, and we'll be back for 6 shortly. Later.
Yep. Talk to you in the next one and have a great week.